Avoid lawyer Google. What do you mean avoid lawyer Google? I mean, I find everything on Google. If you're charged with a crime, if you're worried about criminal matters, please avoid lawyer Google. Stay tuned and find out why. My name is Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Lynnwood, Washington. My law firm has been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And let me tell you, we have plenty of clients who stay up at night worried about all the things they find on Google about criminal law and their legal matters. So I'm going to get into why you shouldn't do that and why it is important to only listen to your attorney. First, if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people will get the information they need. So what do I mean by lawyer Google? Let's say you get charged with a domestic violence charge and you're worried about how long an order is going to last or what the outcome is going to be. And so you start typing in questions and things into Google. Now, if you run across our YouTube channel, you'll see it's more informational, and hopefully we're pretty clear about what we're talking about and what it might apply to and what might not. But for the most part, you're going to run into lawyers' websites. You're going to run into lawyers' websites in different areas of the world, might even be in the state that you're in, and it's going to talk about generic things. And oftentimes they're talking about worst outcomes, because let's face it, many salespeople, be it lawyers or anyone else, are going to stress worst case examples to try to get some momentum in some reason for you to want to hire an attorney, right? What bleeds leads in the news, right? It's not always an accurate portrayal. So if you get in all these websites that are saying hire us or hire us, stuff like that, it's going to be pretty one-sided and it's going to be pretty negative, and you're probably already pretty scared. So lawyer Google is not going to make you feel better. Lawyer Google is also not going to typically be accurate for your specific information. And this goes to any search engine. It's just a term I'm using here. Google is awesome. I couldn't imagine not having Google around. But doing your own legal research about what possible outcomes are oftentimes is counterproductive. Another example might be if you're asking yourself, what is the likely treatment requirement I'm going to have to go through? And you might read something about deferred prosecution and what's involved with that. And, that sounds great. Well, again, you need to have the specific legal advice, because a deferred prosecution should only be used in certain situations in Washington State. That's where you do treatment to make a case go away, because you can only ever do it once in a lifetime in Washington State. So what I tell my clients is that people decide outcomes. And we have some videos about that, how people are self-interested. People decide outcomes, and believe it or not, the law oftentimes does not have very much to do with outcomes. And while it's important to have a general idea of what might happen, what you're seeing on those websites and either the really great stories about outcomes and really bad stories about outcomes are very specific to certain courts, certain prosecutors, certain fact patterns, and they cannot be applied universally. So outcomes are very local, very specific. You're going to get one outcome in a Renton case, and you're going to get a different outcome in a Lynnwood case. Same case, they might turn out totally differently due to the culture of the prosecutor, the culture of the court, all types of things. And so if you're going to pay an attorney, especially, please give yourself a break and give your attorney a break by not relying on what I call lawyer Google, because it's also super annoying for your attorney, right? Well, I saw this and I saw that, and what about this and that? Well, it's okay to try to be helpful, but again, your attorney is a human too, and is trying to do the best they can. So listen to your attorney. Try to stay optimistic and positive. Cases usually turn out good in the long run if you do what your attorney says. And if you avoid lawyer Google, you'll sleep better at night, you'll be less anxious, and I think you'll probably have a better outcome. So if you found this helpful, please like and please subscribe. And more importantly, if you need some information, feel free to give my office a call. If it makes sense, we'll set you an appointment. We'll listen to what happened. We'll identify a way forward, and we will be there for you. Thank you.